Hey YouTube, it's Alina again. I hope you've all been well. I did say in my previous video that I would upload some information about passports. So this video is basically the application process for those who may not have a passport and what they will expect. Firstly, I got a passport in the event I got it, or even if I didn't get it, I'd still had a passport. For Australia, so this is just going to concern Australian viewers. It's probably different in another country or maybe a similar process, but this video is mainly for Australian citizens who are seeking an Australian passport. With the passport, you need to either go into the Australian Post outlet and receive an application for an adult passport, or you can use the passport government website. Is really good because you can fill in all your information and you'll get a print off. For those people who may have bad handwriting or they don't like filling out in little tiny boxes, this is really good because it puts it into like font, so you can just, it's typed. So I did that and I printed it off at office work so I could have really good quality paper, and I didn't want to risk doing it at home in case I may have screwed it up or they might want a specific thickness of paper. So I filled that in. I got my boyfriend, who was already had a current passport, to be my guarantor, to say that yes, this is who it is. You need to get a passport photo taken. You can get that done at Australia Post or anywhere that does passport photos. I did Australia Post and paid about $16 for about 6 photos, just because they actually have a special process that they go through to make sure that the passport photos are following the guidelines on the website. With that, you got to give it to a person to sign and verify that yes, that is you. Then you stick it on your application and you book an appointment at an Australian Post outlet. I had a bit of issues with my passport. Originally, when I went to go to my passport interview the first time, it turns out that I stuck it onto the passport application with normal glue. They didn't like that. Whereas in the ones you get from the post, instead of the ones you'd print offline, actually have a special sticky tab that allows the photo to be removed. So I didn't know that. And secondly, my boyfriend actually incorrectly filled it in. So I spent the whole rest of the day running around trying to sort it out. And eventually I did manage to get a late afternoon application because I was at my uni that day. So I went to Office Works and I printed off another sheet because I had it on my USB. And then eventually I went to my passport interview. At the passport interview, they just go through and check. You got to bring your birth certificate. I also had to bring my mother's birth certificate because her name will coincide with the one on my birth certificate, and you also have to bring a form of identification. I used my driver's license, but you can use a photo card, you can use another passport, say if it's expired, and then you've got other little identifications you can bring because you got to make 100 points. I also brought my bank cards and my Medicare card just in case one of them they weren't happy with. I didn't need them, but that's fine. And then you go through your interview, they check it, they cite it like a JP and then sign that yes, this is a true copy, because you got to bring photocopies of them. After that, you pay a fee of about $212. It's a bit pricey, but you only have to pay it once every 10 years. You can pay an extra fee of $100 if you want it to be processed quickly. I didn't do that. I just waited the 2 weeks that they say. It came about 2 weeks. It came 2 days before my interview, so that was great. I could upload it before I had the interview and have all my documents in case they wanted to pull them up. So that was just a quick video on how to do your passport. If you have any questions or comments, just put them in the comment section down below and I'll endeavour to reply to you. Anyway, signing off.